Hi, I'm Chris, CEO and founder of Kimbletech Solar, and this video is about how to generate an export NPAN number, basically so that you can claim export payments. Now, once you've had solar installed, your system will, on sunny days when you're not using a great deal of energy, you will be giving energy back to the grid. And most of us would like to get paid money for doing so. And in order to do that, there are a few steps you need to take. So this video is going to take you through how to generate an export NPAN number and how to go about claiming your smart export guarantee payments. So I'm going to do it based on my system. So first of all, you should have two documents. There's two documents you need. First one is your MCS certificate, and the second one is your letter from the DNO confirming that they have received and they have approved your installation. So going into it, if we just look on my screen, we've got, first of all, you should have an email that comes from the DNO that basically says, yes, we've received your recent notification, and obviously they're all happy with it. The second document you need, of course, is the MCS certificate, and it should look similar to this. Now, my energy supplier is Octopus Energy, and I'm going to take you through their process. If your energy supplier is different, of course, it will be a different process, but the fundamentals should still be the same. So let's have a look. If we go onto Octopus's website and we go up to menu, we should be able to go down to here and it says tariffs for solar export. We click on that and Octopus give us 4 different options when it comes to exporting. Now, I'll just quickly break these ones down. Octopus outgoing is a fixed rate of 15 pence per unit for exporting. So that's quite a good, attractive offer. The other one that we could do is Agile Octopus. Now that's where every single half an hour the export rate changes and it follows the wholesale energy price. So it's a bit more of a technical one. You don't always know where you stand with it, but if you were to get hold of some smart technology, for example, the Swarm Hub 1, then something like that will be able to track the energy as it moves over every half an hour and basically decide when you should or shouldn't export your energy. The other one here is outgoing light. That's when it's coupled with an EV tariff. EV tariffs typically have a very low cost night rate tariff, and what Octopus can't do is then give you a very juicy outgoing tariff because you could end up charging a battery for a low cost rate at night and then exporting it in the daytime and gaining the export payments. So I think they've sort of covered themselves off with that by only offering an 8p export rate if you've already got an EV tariff. The last one is the general industry standard smart export guarantee, and at the moment it's 4.1 pence that they're offering. That is the across the industry, that's generally the outgoing rate. So Octopus are quite great. They've got these good offerings here. I'm going to click on the Agile one because I'm getting a Swarm device fitted at my house, and I want to be able to have the half-hourly intervals because the Swarm device will be the brain and it will basically manage my system for me. So we're flicking through here and it shows we've got the Agile Octopus or the fixed one. So we can fix it at 15 pence or we can go for the half-hourly one. I'm going to go ahead and apply. And a little disclaimer here, just saying that it's a beta product. It's something that they're still testing. It's been around for a couple of years, so it isn't new, but obviously it is still being adopted, and they just want to cover themselves so that you don't get cross if it doesn't quite work out how it should do. Okay, so I am already an Octopus customer. I'm going to click login. Now it's asking me for my export NPAN number. Unless you're already exporting, so if you already have a feed-in tariff system or similar, then you may have an export number. If you don't have an export NPAN number, then just ignore that box and move on to saying what technology you have. The export NPAN is generated after you have this technology installed, so it's not something you would have beforehand. Everybody has an import NPAN number. That is a meter point access number, and it basically defines your meter, your electrical meter. The DNO don't differentiate your property by address because your address may have multiple meters in it. So they always communicate, or they always want to refer to an NPAN number, and that's usually found on your energy bill or your energy statement. But just to be very clear, your import NPAN number, which you find on your energy statement, is different to your export NPAN number, which you probably don't have at this stage. So going through here, I'm not going to fill in the export NPAN number. What technology do I have? Well, I've got solar panels and I also have battery storage. So I'm going to click on solar and storage. If you've only just had your solar installed, then the chances are you don't have a feed-in tariff. If your system was installed from around about 2019 or previous to that, between about 2010 and 2019, there's a good chance that you do have a feed-in tariff. You should hopefully already be aware of this, so if you're not and your installation was done after 2019, then you can go ahead and assume that you don't have a feed-in tariff, so hit no on that. Now, MCS certificate number. If I go to my MCS certificate, it's right here at the top, so I can copy and I can paste that into here, and it says, great, we found your MCS certificate, thanks. The next thing you want to know is, has your distribution network operator been notified? That's the DNO. And yes, we've received a letter to say, yep, that's been done. Again, this letter won't come until after your installation is done, and it can take the DNO some time to produce this letter. As the installers of your system, the MCS certificate is something that can happen fairly quickly, usually within a couple of days. The DNO certificate, that can be sometimes days, sometimes many weeks to receive. So once you have received it, you want to click if you're notified or not notified. So in this case, yes, we have notified the DNO, and it wants a copy of the letter. Now, if it's come as an email, then usually the easiest way to get an email onto here is to print it. But instead of printing it, you then, rather than selecting your printer, you go print to PDF. And if you print to PDF, then it will generate a PDF document that has your email on there. And here we go, here's one I made earlier, and it has our the letter from the DNO in a PDF format. So I'll go ahead and upload it to Octopus. DNO letter of approval uploaded successfully. We're on a roll here. So which outgoing Octopus export tariff do you want to sign up for? Asking us again, do we want to go for the fixed rate, the 15 pence, or do we want to go half hourly? I would say if you are looking to make your system super intelligent in the future, go for the Agile. If you want to keep things simple, go fixed. 15 pence is a great rate. But I'm going to go for the Agile and click on agree, and then I'll hit on apply. And there we go. The sign up process for Octopus. The application takes typically 2 days, and this is where they apply to the DNO for an export MPAN. The export MPAN is a unique number for your electricity meter in your property, and when the export is set up for the first time, a new MPAN must be requested from the distribution network operator, the DNO. The DNO creates your MPAN, and that does depend on who you're with. So Octopus will apply to the DNO for an export MPAN number. This is different against your import. So your export MPAN number, they must apply for it. Octopus is saying it will take them about 2 days to do that process, and then the decision lies with the DNO, and this will be purely down to their timeframes. Now, in High Wycombe, where we're based, our DNO is SSE, that's Scottish and Southern Energy, and the East of England is pretty much covered by UK Power Networks. We've also got National Grid, so there are different DNOs that cover different parts of the country, and they all have different response times. So the DNO can take anywhere between 1 to 4 weeks. It can take a little bit longer, it may be a little bit sooner, but I think to manage expectations, the whole process to get your SEG payments, your export payments, can take between sort of 2 to even up to 2 months potentially, 2 weeks to 2 months. So a bit of patience may be required. But once you've got it, then your smart meter will notify your energy provider of what you've been exporting, and of course then you'll receive your SEG payments. Happy days. Hope that's been helpful. If you do have any questions around claiming for your export MPAN number, how to set it up, then do give us a call. We've got Rob, Benji, Mark in the office who know how to do this. I've just done it myself. So yeah, we're all here to help you. Give us a call.